Oh, thank you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday. Welcome to the Get Right Radio Show with none other than the highly decorated, no pants wearing, eyebrow arch, also known as the baddest bitch on the block, Eric Devontae.
Hey, Eric. Good morning. It's Kelvin Unique. I'm here with pants on.
What are you trying to say?
Because you don't have on any.
You know, I was like, hey, Siri, what is the temperature today? And, you know, in his nice Indian accent, he told me it was 86 degrees. And I was like, oh, so why am I looking for pants?
Well, Eric definitely has on if you are a fan of, well, we know you're a fan of nostalgia.
Absolutely.
And you definitely have on a early 2000s jersey dress. Mm-hmm. Real Best of Me, Maya. That's what you're giving right now. That's exactly what you're giving right now.
I low-key thought I was giving like Chingy Holiday M because I wanted to be in the background doing the chicken head.
Wow. Okay.
Or like a Nelly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know, if we could get an impromptu Millennium Tour just so I could wear this today.
just for that outfit.
That would be great.
Meet him at the corner of Crenshaw and Slauson. Eric will be performing with the rest of the members of B2K.
Yes.
J Boog and Raz B.
Absolutely.
They'll be performing with Eric. So.
Yeah. Now, Raz B is a bit abrasive, but he's been through some things.
He's been through a lot.
Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we will be bringing you nothing but the hits. Nothing but the hits. Nothing but the motherfucking hits. Okay? I'm very excited about all of this.
Can I tell you how much I love Eric? He ran me an orange juice this morning. I don't know if he knew in his spirit that he knew that it was 4th of July, and I did not celebrate 4th of July.
That's good.
I just had chicken and waffles, but I didn't have chicken. But it was really good. But I also had a couple. Well, actually, I'm detoxing, so I had a piece of a piece.
Are you detoxing hardcore?
I'm not drinking anything.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get 15 days. 15 days.
You can do
alcohol. Yeah, I can do it. I don't think I'm not an alcoholic. You know? I feel like I was doing too much celebrating, hanging out with people that drink normally, and
That's
I'm
your
like,
friends.
Yeah, they drink, and they try to get me to drink. I'm like, I'm not that guy.
So what about the edibles?
I'm not that guy as much. I do that like on the weekend.
Okay. Well,
not every day.
It is what it is.
I know people that smoke every day. I may take an edible like once a weekend.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving up my medicinals. I was just checking on your progress.
You see, I know when I have a problem. I don't have a problem with edibles. I just take them like every other weekend.
I don't have a problem. I have a job, and that's why I medicate. Absolutely.
Oh, well, how is work going?
Yeah, it's good actually. My spirit is telling me that I'm going to be moved soon. I don't know how, because it's not like, you know, I've been hitting applications hardcore, but like I've been creating a portfolio. I've been networking a lot, doing a lot of emailing and just seeing what people can do for me. So I don't know. My spirit tells me like, hey, relax, because as bad as I wanted to get out of that job, this is like a weird time to try and leave. With all that's going on.
Stuff that's going on.
Yeah, it's like you thought shit was about to get back to normal, and then it didn't go back to normal. And I'm just like, you know, I'm low-key grateful I have a job. Unemployment sounds great because you bitches is racking up.
Oh, we are stacking.
Yeah.
I should have stacked a little bit harder. I was going shopping, but I'm going to save these last two.
It doesn't define
Actually,
you.
I need a new phone.
Last two, I thought they were trying to go until December.
Yeah, but
God.
Yeah, but I don't know what's about to happen. And plus, I got another job, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to get a new phone because my phone storage is full. I was the fool that only got 64 gigs, thinking I'll be cool and be all right. But no, my phone said "F you, Kelvin" today. Like actually, this whole weekend is like "F you, Kelvin." No videos. I can't even post his birthday shout out to Toy. So happy birthday to Toy.
Wow.
It won't let me do anything.
I know how that goes.
It's so sad. So I have to get a new phone this week.
Is that an X?
It's an XS.
Oh wow.
So I thought I was fancy smancy, and then I let two phones get past me. So now I got to catch up. So I'm going to get the 11 Pro when I...
Any colors in mind?
The green one is my favorite color.
Green is cute. Sounds like money. So, yeah I'm just like breathing. And I think that that's helping my perspective at work. It's helping me get through the days better. But, you know, it's only a matter of time before I got to go. I do have to go. Like, just because it's time for some type of newness in my life.
I think this is the longest I've ever seen you at a place of employment.
If I was to let this go until September, that'd be 2 years.
Eric, I'm really proud of you.
Thanks. I guess I'm proud of me too.
Yeah, because you usually like, fuck that job.
Yeah, I'm like, a part of me is like disappointed in myself.
Why are you disappointed?
Because it's like, I pride myself on being spirit based, which is like great. Like, I'm just one of those people that's like, no, you got to follow your heart. You got to go. But like, I was just trying to be more practical and more adult this time around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's working. It's working. I guess I should be proud of it too and shouldn't look at it as a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is. It's cool. It's a blessing nevertheless. But aside from work, I have been able to, work on some projects. You were a part of one of them.
I was.
Yes, the Anti-Independence Day project.
Yeah. Pew, pew, pew.
Which I am so proud of. Like, it just, the way it came together and the feedback that I'm getting, just, shout outs to Robbie Rob, shout outs to Dimitri, Roberto, Sunshine, Jamana, Kelvin, Jackie's niece, everyone that played a part in it, Tego. It just feels so good to be black. I really love it. The shit is stressful, but
black.
It feels good to be black.
It's dangerous, but it's lit.
Right, absolutely. How are you?
I'm doing well. I had a good week. Mm-hmm. I didn't do much this week. A lot of chilling, a lot of just... I've been trying to, because I know life is about to get crazy again. So I've been trying to, take the time to, to breathe. And this weekend I got to do that. I went to hang out with my friend Josh. We went to one house party. They weren't ready. It's supposed to be, I don't know if it was somebody's birthday weekend or what it was, but, it was a two-parter. It was, from 2 to 9. It was supposed to be, a barbecue, then, 9 to midnight, a midnight swim in the pool.
Oh, sounds fun.
It sounds fun.
And sexy.
Yeah, but, we got there around 5. The food was not done. We got there around 4 and the food was not done. So we left by 5:30 and went to another function.
Okay.
And that was cool. A little kickback, a little chill.
Did you go back to the other function?
I wanted to because it was men's there.
Why would you not go back?
Because I was with my friend and I didn't want to leave.
Oh, girl, fuck him. Look.
I know. That's why I kept saying in my mind. I was like, I really should have stayed. And I had a cute outfit on.
Yes.
I was like, hey, good morning. But I don't know. One day I'll wise up and stick at the function where actually niggas at so I can actually get a man.
I hate to see my bitches doing bad.
I know. One day when the glory comes.
Well, how was the second function?
The section.
That's how you should have stayed at the first function.
Woo, we know what's on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
The second function was cool. It was alright. It was cool. It was cute. It was it was chill.
That's
it was
good.
really chill.
That's good.
It was really chill. It was a few cute guys there, but I think they were all taken, and then one left early. But this one guy that I met before, it's the same group of friends, and I think he's really cute. He works for Hypebeast. I feel like he's really, really cute. But he was high, and I was a little inebriated too. So when you try to flirt, but you don't try to over flirt, but you try to give a subtle hit and spot take his feet over a subtle hit. So next time I got to go level 5 instead of level 3.
Right, absolutely.
Because the third time's the charm,
Was he high off flour? Well, shout outs to the threes in the world.
I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know, but I know that he had a little drink. We gave him a little bit of oil drops. So, yeah. We went to go see the fireworks, came back, he was gone. It's like, somebody need to check on him.
Gone as in?
He had left and went home.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so somebody need to check on him.
Yeah, you got to flirt harder, Pooh.
I know. I need to learn how to flirt. Because, I'm always nice, so I feel like people just think, oh, this can be nice. So I need to be like, yo, what's up?
Or you could do the Chris approach.
Just slide in the DM?
No. Pull your dick out.
Pull your titties out. Pull your dick out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's what, it's
borderline sexual harassment, but
but hey,
they're
giving it up nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's real ghetto.
It's like, oh, I'm happy you're so assertive.
Yeah. I love to see it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I also, the game night that we went to last week, there were so many handsome men at that game night.
There was one I had my eye on, but I didn't say anything.
I did too.
Was it the same one, bitch?
Yes.
I gotta cut you.
Look, yes.
I got to cut you.
I really hate to see it. My skin is doing well. Don't you fucking touch my face,
wow,
you bald bitch.
This is the end of the Get Right Over. A nigga that's not even ours. He don't belong to neither one of us. But this will be the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm getting more comfortable with the idea of talking to my good sisters, because before everyone had to be a Tyrone and had to have done at least 8 years in the penitentiary, know how to dribble a basketball, fraud their taxes. Like, I needed a real roughneck nigga. But now while I still want all those men,
Mm-hmm.
it's nice to just come across some guys that I think are just like polished and well-mannered and a little feminine. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You may not be my first selection, but you're on the roster.
Yeah.
It feels good.
And I thought that he was rather handsome.
Absolutely. They all were.
Yeah. They all went on a safari trip cabin to the winery this weekend.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout outs to James talking about I'm giving the girls titty. I'm like, oh, girl. Get out of my face before I block you.
Shout out to J Pen. That's
Yeah.
my buddy. That's my fave.
So,
Yeah. So, have you gone on any dates lately? How's your quarantine dating been?
how's my quarantine dating been? It's been real. It's been sex.
You had sex?
Yes.
Has the roles reversed? Like, I'm still dry out
Yeah,
here.
I don't know. I'm good. I'm feeling
Jeez.
living my life like it's golden.
I don't even remember what it feels like to be touched.
Really? Yeah, that's why I had to get it together. I couldn't.
I don't even know what it... Child, that's why I don't want to get no massage. My knee been hurting, but I don't want to get no massage.
Yeah, all it takes is one touch.
I know.
Just a touch
I'm going to get a lawsuit.
of love.
It's going to be inappropriate.
A little bit. I don't know. Like, it's just really hard because most of these men were actually not the younger guys, because I feel like most younger guys are equally as reckless as we are. But like older men were not trying to be a part of the whole quarantine thing. But me, now I'm good, and now I'm able to turn down opportunities and be like,
Oh, you
I'm
got
not
options.
it's the same person. No.
Somebody got options.
Well, soon enough.
Hootie hoo.
Soon enough. But like, we're not gonna defame my brand on
Go
here.
ahead.
So yeah, it's now I'm just able to be like, I'm good. I feel great. I don't need to.
Well, send them my way.
Isn't that why we're about to fight after the show?
I think this is why we're about to fight
Okay,
the show. But
so-
guess what? I got the inside. I'm about to text James right now. So about your friend. My friend wants to know about your friend, so we can know about our friend.
Right. I should just DM him, but I really don't care enough to do so.
I still haven't got the hang of DMing like random strangers.
He's not a stranger. We had a whole night with him.
I know, but that's one. Don't
That
phrase
sounds
it like
crazy.
that. Don't
Yeah,
phrase
that
it like
sounds
that.
horrible.
Yeah,
Wow.
we attended the same.
The
function
Get Right
together.
brothel.
Right. But I don't know. I still have not mastered the idea of shooting the shot randomly. Please slide in my DMs because I'm going to say hello. We can have a conversation. Just be clear because I think you're being friendly. So just say what you want up front.
But I feel like most men operate like that. So you just have to like shoot your shot if you want to. What's the worst that can happen? He's like, I'm not interested. Yes, it blows the ego at the moment. But like,
Yeah, but then I remember I'm a bad bitch.
period.
I looked in the mirror yesterday in my outfit and I had my little shirt tucked in. I said, oh, wow.
What did you just say, bitch? You chewed all those words.
I said I looked in the mirror yesterday and looked at my outfit and had to. You sometimes you walk past the mirror like when you wash your hands, you just stop and look like, oh, okay, this how you look today.
Yeah,
Good job.
all the time.
That's what I did yesterday.
Absolutely.
So I said, wow, I was on one,
Yeah.
on two.
Fuck these niggas if they don't want you. They ain't shit.
Poo.
That's when you disrespect them. No, you don't. Sounds like a New York nigga.
That did sound like a New York
It's
nigga.
real aggressive.
Are you trying to holler at me? Fuck you and your mama.
You ugly ass bitch.
Yo, bald-headed ass slur.
Yes, it's so rough. They don't say slur out there.
They don't say slur. Is that a Kelvin phrase? Yo, bald-headed bird. They call him birds.
It's just bitch.
Damn,
Yeah.
y'all go for the
It's
jugular.
so fucking rough. It's
can never
so
be from
fucking
New
rough.
York.
It's so
Oh my
guttural.
goodness, no wonder why everybody's so angry from there.
Now I'm homesick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for bitch. You better read. Wow. Yes. Number one.
Number one.
So, a 6-year-old was kicked out of daycare for wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt. Child. A 6-year-old was reportedly kicked out of a daycare for wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt. 6-year-old Journey Brockman had apparently been attending his kid's preschool in Russellville, Arkansas for the past 6 months. On Friday, however, her mother was told that Journey was no longer welcome at the school. Journey's mother, Devil Brockman, was reportedly contacted by a staff member at the daycare who basically told her she wasn't here for the shirt, asking that Journey doesn't wear it to school again. She was like, I don't like it. I don't agree with it, and I would prefer if you didn't send her to school in it again, Duvall tells Fox 16. Journey returned to school on a different day wearing a shirt with a fist on it, and it was unfortunately a wrap at this point, as the teacher said that the shirt was encouraging racism. Duvall says that she reported the instance to the state and was told that as long as there was no profanity on the t-shirt, Journey could continue to wear it. The school's directors apparently said something to Duvall Brockman that didn't sit well with her. He was like, I am not going to tell you how to raise your child, but you need to reevaluate how you parent her.
She fucking tried it.
Okay. Directors of His Kids Preschool, Patricia Brown, addressed the issue to Fox 16 in the following statement. Due to the threat of allegations and under the advisement of the council, His Kids Learning Center will only be releasing this written statement concerning the Brockmans. We feel a child care environment is not a place for a parent's political views to be addressed or played out, regardless of race. Needless to say, Journey's mother disagrees with the director's statement and says her daughter will not be returning to that school, period. It's not political, it's everyday life. It's all over the news. Right is right and wrong is wrong, Duvall Brockman said. If you're going to a Christian-led daycare, let's abide by the Bible then. Wow. The sheer audacity for you to tell this mom, one, that you're not feeling her 6-year-old daughter's shirt, and then to tell her that she needs to reevaluate the way that she's parenting her child because she's wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt, and then followed by a fist t-shirt. This is not the place for a child to impose her political views. Where do people get the backbone and the bone mass to say the shit that they do?
The audacity.
When I tell you I would have gave them kids a show and tell moment and flipped them fucking desks upside down, threw them Legos at the teacher, and I mean cut the fucking necks off all them American Dolls. How dare you tell me that my child cannot wear a Black Lives Matter shirt when that's all that's been on TV for the last 3 months? How fucking racist is that? And it's a Christian school. I bet you little Billy could have wore a
Confederate flag.
Well, not a Confederate, because little Billy would have got his red neck ripped. But I'm talking about like him having like a gay flag on his shirt.
Yeah.
Is that not imposing political views?
Yeah.
Like Calvin?
I think the best thing is to let the child wear the damn shirt. I don't understand why people get so offended with Black Lives Matter things. I don't know if it's because I'm black and I don't get the other side, but I also never got mad when the indigenous people want to be called indigenous people and not Native Americans. I also didn't get mad when they want to be called Indians. I don't get mad when people want to be called him, her, pronouns. I don't understand why people care so much about what other people are doing. And it wasn't like the baby was marching around protesting in the
Imagine. Now that's cute.
Like the baby's protesting up to the front of the classroom, said, "We ain't learning math today. We're learning about Frederick Douglass."
Little journey.
Like, I don't know. I don't think the baby was doing that. But but also, I don't know, because I guess maybe working in higher education, I can see how they would say, like, okay, this is not the place for that. We do have the separation of politics and education. But even though they go hand in hand because the government runs our education system.
I'm about to say.
So, it's I can see why they're upset, but I would have let that damn baby just wear the damn shirts. If it's not distracting the classroom, if the teacher is offended by the shirt, then the teacher needs to reevaluate why they're teaching and what they're doing. Because if they cannot understand that Black Lives Matter, maybe they shouldn't be teaching black children.
The school's director ain't no better. Shut that whole bitch down. Shut it down. Shut it the fuck down. We should go to Arkansas and plant some roaches in there.
Oh no!
And then call the health inspector.
The health inspector?
Yeah.
Well, we have big ones here in Los Angeles.
Yeah. I don't want to touch them.
I don't want to touch
find
them either.
somebody.
A trap? A roach trap? Can we do roach trap?
Okay, we could do that.
That won't kill them?
Yeah,
Or?
that's fine.
I don't like this plan.
I don't. We got to do something. They can't go on not teaching kids.
Yeah, they can't go on not teaching the babies.
I'm assuming that they're not teaching the kids anything, because if this isn't the place for that, then I don't know what you're talking about in that school. I really don't know what's going on there, but it's fine. It's fine. And other bullshit news, number two, Strahan, Sarah, and Kiki reportedly canceled by ABC.
Boo.
Which is fine.
No, I love that show.
I didn't watch it. It's sad to see
it.
them, lose the
Keke
show.
Palmer's a star.
But the reasoning behind it is what makes this a bullshit-ass story. So, according to an exclusive report by Page Six, ABC's Strahan, Sarah, and Keke is getting the axe. Apparently, the show hosted by Michael Strahan, Keke Palmer, and Sarah Haynes is getting replaced with Good Morning America 3, What You Need to Know. The news site noted that ABC took the show off their... The news site noted that ABC took the show off... it. The news site noted that ABC took the show off back in March for Pandemic What You Need to Know, which is a daily report on the coronavirus anchored by Amy Robach and Dr. Jen Ashton. A source told Page Six it was initially supposed to be a 2-week experiment, and the show did really well. While ABC has yet to announce the cancellation of Strahan, Sarah, and Keke, a spokesperson told the outlet, "We're proud of our teams at SSK and Good Morning America 3, and how quickly they transitioned to producing a daily show to give people the news and information they need during an unprecedented pandemic, and conversations continue about how the show will evolve in the months ahead." Now, this is why this is a bullshit story to me. You are canceling this show, which now has 2 black hosts and 1 white host, for a show called What You Need to Know around a pandemic that should be handled within a year's time. Why are you doing that? Me personally, I feel like it's because it's too many black people on the show. And ABC is like, oh, absolutely not. This is not BET. They must go. They must go. So now you're going to replace it with a show that's so temporary?
Well, they did give him the show in the first place, knowing there's going to be 2 black hosts on there. I don't know. This is my thing, because it was doing well. I was reading that they were nominated for a Daytime Emmy. Their ratings were going up and things like that. I think that sometimes we are so quick to jump on the next trend, like of this whole COVID thing, and we want to produce fair. Because that's what sell news. Like, that's not just me like trying to be like a Trump supporter and be like, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm just saying, like, I know that the news promotes fear, and it's things that we're supposed to be reporting on to do things. But I don't think that this show is some show that should be on daily. I don't want a COVID update daily.
We get it on the news. There's actually a number that is constantly increasing with the people infected and dying from COVID.
Which is so brutal. I don't think that should be on there neither. Like, I don't need to. That's depressing. Which this show would be too. I don't know why I want to watch a whole 2 hours of COVID news, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to evolve. So what do you evolve from other pandemics? Is it going to be like a health show now? It's like how to wash your hands, and what do you do now? Do you bring on experts like home gardening? Like, what do you do?
I don't give a flying
how do you do
fuck.
this? Like, is it COVID news mixed with like lifestyle? Like, what are you supposed to do? But I know when I watched Michael, Sarah, and Keke, I thought it was a great show. It was real nice banter. Whenever they had guests on, they had played fun games. Keke really shined in this platform. She's I hate this word for black people, well spoken, and she is a light. And I think that Good Morning America really fucked up with that one.
They dropped the ball, and I really do think it's race related. I feel like they brought them. Well, Strahan and Sarah was fine before because, black, white, fine. And then you have another black girl on who is amazing.
And she spoke to millennials, and that's what got us in there. Like, we were watching it.
Ushered in a whole new demographic, but I think, it might have been for just that alone, for demographic, for diversity. And, I just have this skepticism with networks because it's just like, a lot is just like performative nowadays. Nothing is authentic. It's like, what can we do to make it look like, rather than because this is how it should be, or because this is what we feel is right. So for them to take something that's evergreen meaning that this show is always going to have something worth talking about, for something that's so temporary in the grand scheme of things, because we didn't do this about malaria. We didn't do this about Zika virus, Ebola. So for you to take an evergreen show and replace it with something that probably won't be as big as an issue in like a year and a half, what are y'all doing? Bullshit story. It's a bullshit story.
And this third... Do you know how long morning shows last?
Yes.
They're all morning.
Yeah.
I don't think they need the third phase.
That's so depressing.
Just cut it. Replace it with something else.
I'm over it.
A nice little breakfast show.
Yeah.
About pancakes and waffles.
Ooh.
We need escapism nowadays. I know this is probably going to be sounding insensitive, but we need something to escape to nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot going on in the world, and I think we need something to decompress. That's why Insecure was so good, just to take a breath from all the craziness that's been going on. We need an escapism. I don't want a full show about the pandemic. Even though I'm not gonna watch it, I just don't think anybody else should be watching stuff like that all the time. That's just it's inappropriate. And I don't like it. I don't like that.
It's also fucking heavy. And I'm tired. Heavy.
Talk.
I'm over it. But in lighter news, my friend Zamo says, "Oh, I love the Jersey look on you, giving low soul real Harlem today." Hold on, wait till you see the pants.
There's no pants. He's showing off his panties to his Instagram live.
H to the is O. I just feel like a real around the way girl.
You are definitely around the way.
Yeah, I definitely. Are you calling me a hoe?
I never said that. Just around the way.
I don't like your attitude. Number 3. A family attorney says Vanessa Guillen was bludgeoned to death with a hammer on an army base. Wow, that's heavy. Chilling details surrounding the disappearance and death of Fort Hood soldier Vanessa Guillen have come to light following the discovery of her partial remains. Guillen's family attorney says she was bludgeoned to death with a hammer in the armory room where she worked on base before her killer transported her body off base and buried her. These were details the family learned during a meeting with Army investigators. Officials have identified the main suspect in Vanessa's disappearance as... I don't know what the abbreviation SPC means. It's not sergeant.
Specialist.
Oh. As Specialist Aaron David Robinson, who committed suicide Wednesday when he was approached by authorities in Killeen, Texas. Vanessa's family learned that she had planned to file a harassment complaint against Robinson the day after she was killed. Officials believe Robinson became enraged when she told him that. According to CNN, Fort Hood officials claim that they were not aware of reports of sexual harassment involving Robinson, even though the investigation is ongoing. While law enforcement agencies attempted to make contact with the suspect in Killeen, Texas, Specialist Robinson displayed a weapon and took his own life, said U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command Senior Special Agent Damon Phelps. That is a really long motherfucking title. Let me do that one more time. Okay. U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command Senior Special Agent Damon Phelps. He better get a big ass check. Did you hear all that? One more time for the people in the back. U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command Senior Special Agent Damon Phelps said at a news conference on Thursday. Wow, that is a long
ass. Jeez, you say that every time?
Can you imagine writing that down on your resume?
Yeah, what do you do for them? I'm a U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command Senior Special Agent.
Jesus. Robinson and Vanessa, though co-workers, were located in different buildings, and he was not in her line of command, according to Phelps. I'm judging.
It's okay. Judge away.
Investigators were looking into Robinson's interactions with Vanessa. According to Phelps, he said there is no credible information Vanessa had been sexually harassed or assaulted. Phelps said investigators had conducted more than 300 interviews in the case. Investigators told the family that Robinson called a woman he was involved with to help him dispose of Vanessa's body after moving it off base. Texas Rangers also arrested a civilian suspect, a woman in connection with Vanessa's disappearance, according to investigators. The suspect, who has not been identified, is the estranged wife of a former soldier from Fort Hood. She is in Bell County Jail, awaiting civilian authorities to press charges. Vanessa had been missing since April 22nd. She told her family she was being sexually harassed by a superior, according to her family. People across social media continue to demand justice in her name and are demanding the Army be held responsible for her disappearance.
Yeah.
That is a story. They said that she was found floating with some other soldiers, too. Like when they found her in the river, they said that the bodies of some other soldiers were found, too.
Really?
Yeah.
And no one's talking about the other body? So was this like a mass murder?
I have no idea.
I just always think it's interesting that these things can happen like on the Army base.
Yeah.
Like there's not cameras walking around to see somebody throw a body in the river.
Corruption's everywhere. We have dash cams and we don't say shit about that.
This is true. I just think it's so sad that she had to lose her life like that.
Right?
Ugh.
Like, how dare you kill her as if you're not in the wrong?
Yeah, or after turning down your sexual advances. I've been hearing a lot of stories and watching a lot of things about these guys that are just so angry after someone says no. Like, I was reading a thread on Twitter about like how multiple women said they were harassed after telling the guy no. Like, someone said they were punched. Some people said they were followed. They were called their names. Like, some people said they were jumped. Like, I don't understand why guys are so harsh with rejection. Like, granted, maybe that's why I don't shoot my shot, because I know I don't like rejection, but I also know I have to punch you in your face because you told me no.
I might say you about to bludgeon somebody.
Like, I don't get that. Just, move around. Like, what? I don't understand that.
This is why a lot of women feel.
Is it that much of a blow to the ego?
I guess so.
Have you ever been rejected and felt like, I want to punch somebody in the face?
No.
I don't think I have either.
I'm just not that angry. Yeah, a lot of women feel pressured into giving their phone number just because they don't know what the response is gonna be if they do say no, which is scary as hell. Can you imagine?
That is very scary.
Granted, to my ladies, you do not have to give him your actual number.
You don't. You don't have to. You don't have to say yes.
You don't have to say yes at all. But I don't know what it feels like to be in that position. I don't know.
That is so scary.
It is. It is.
The life we live in. Thank God cover us.
I always wonder, what's the world without sick people? Peaceful.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many crazy ass people in this world.
It's just really sad that we live in 2020 and people are still dying off of rejection. Was this the slave days? Like, this is like civil like, I can't even talk. Like, is this like 1920?
I don't know. I really don't know what it is. Prayers to the family of Vanessa Gullion. And, it's not like justice can full on be served, at least on the part of her superior. Mm-hmm. But I do hope that his girlfriend or ex-wife or whoever the case may be does get locked up. But, like, this story is just wild. This story is just fucking wild. Like, God rest her soul. Number 4. Meek Mill sued for allegedly stealing lyrics.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
It looks like someone is trying to come for Meek Mill and his pockets. According to Gossip, the rapper is being sued for copyright infringement for allegedly stealing lyrics. The news site reports that Dream Rich Entertainment sued Meek last month and his record label Dream Chaser, along with the parent company Atlantic Records, of civil conspiracy to commit copyright infringement. Dream Rich alleges that the rapper not only stole his copyrighted songs, but passed them off as his own on his last album, Championships, according to Gossip, citing the other company's complaint. The music business claims that it acquired the song lyrics and copyrights for Cold Hearted 2 and 100 Summers in 2018 after its contracted songwriter, if this internet does not stop popping up on my story, after its contracted songwriter penned them. However, Dream Rich said in court documents that Meek had access to one of its songwriter's files when he helped himself to 100 Summers and Cold Hearted 2, and recorded the copyrighted lyrics and took the title which appeared on his Grammy-nominated album. The company said Meek passed off the songs as his own without giving proper credit to the songwriter and is now looking for over $300,000 in damages, Gossip reports. Meek Mill has not publicly commented on these latest reports. However, he has been in an online feud with DJ Academics after the rapper asked him to stop posting him. What I was seeing online a lot is that Meek Mill hopped to be Simone's defense so quickly because they did the same shit. And to that I say, you bitches don't miss a beat.
Oh, not a one.
Not a beat. And I mean, me personally, my stance goes all the same. I feel like as a rapper, you should write what you say because most rappers present it like their story. And I feel like Meek, no. Why are you doing that? Like, I just... I don't know. I mean, I don't listen to Meek Mill that much because I don't relate. But I'm not here to condemn. What are your thoughts?
Everybody has a ghostwriter. Everybody has somebody that checks their lyrics and say, "Oh, you should move this part this way, or say this like this, or maybe change that." They may not write the full punchline and stuff, but there's somebody that's behind them. Like, okay, let's do this. I'm pretty sure even the greats like Jay-Z and Drake and all them other people. They have Kendrick. They have
This is
somebody
currently
on the team.
Kelvin talking, by the way, ladies and
People,
gentlemen.
yeah, this is Kelvin talking. I believe everybody probably has like a ghostwriter. This,
Put that out there.
Fight me. Shit. Square up. I'm pretty sure everybody has somebody that's like, no, change this, do that, do that. So I'm not surprised. And I'm pretty sure everybody has a line that sounds like somebody else's line or is close to somebody else's line. There's only so many ways you can put words in current trending phrases to make a punchline or to put it in a song and things like that. So I'm not really surprised on this. Even if he is done the lyrics, he just needs to give people credit. There's nothing wrong with giving people credit for the song. So get your money. If you made that lineup, get your money.
And I don't feel like 300,000 is steep for me.
I don't think that's a lot.
I don't either.
I don't think it's a lot. What's that like? That's a feature. 3 features. If he's 50,
Depending on who it
50K?
is.
So I don't know. I also think that Academics need to sit the fuck down. I am tired of DJ Academics. He is the troll of all trolls, and I'm happy that people are finally calling him out for what he's doing because although I used to post a lot of his stuff online when I was doing social media, I realized how problematic he is to the hip hop community because he never really posts anything positive. It's always whenever there's a beef, it's always like he's feeding into the beef. Like he's gonna go looking for the things to post and to really help egg on both sides, like to create some drama. And like his relationship with 6ix9ine is just really weird to me. I don't know if they both had like pedophilia things going on or what's really
Let's
going
hope
on with
not.
that. But I just think that that's really weird. And I just think the way he moves is just really, really not cool.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that people are finally calling him out. And I hope that Meek Mill sends the boys from Philly on him.
You know, I personally, I didn't follow DJ Academics after or before Everyday People. Everyday People was my introduction to him, and I thought he was okay, but I always
Everyday
thought
Struggle.
that Everyday People, thinking of function, having withdrawals. Everyday Struggle. And I always looked at him like Joe's, not his yes man, but kind of like his follow-up. So I wasn't like invested. But then I found out he had this whole like following prior to and after, and then I just stopped paying attention. But the thing that made me disgusted with him was the whole Chrissy Teigen, John Legend stuff.
Monique say you control your bitch.
And so much more.
And then John should have rolled up on him and said, bitch, I'll get from behind this piano and whoop your motherfucking ass.
John Legend is not that girl.
I am from Ohio.
John Legend's
Cleveland.
not that girl.
Cleveland gets down.
Cleveland gets down, but maybe John Legend doesn't.
You don't know what John do behind it. I bet you drops that.
I bet you Chrissy would do it first.
Actually, Chrissy probably did him with the wop, 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 wop.
John would be like, babe, stop.
Yeah.
We're just ordinary people. Like, it's just, I don't see it. But it was disgusting. It was really, like, I know I can go on tangents. I think we all can go, like, most media personalities can go on tangents, but, like, I don't think the goal is ever to, like, really bash somebody.
Yeah, and be malicious.
And that was, like, he seethed. Like, it was disgust. Like,
but you see, he doesn't go about anybody else like that, and that's my thing. Don't target Chrissy Teigen because you feel like she's gonna talk shit on Twitter, but because she has stuff to lose, so you try to go and belittle her. But all these rappers that call you out and like all this beef that you create between them, you sit there and be quiet. You don't say nothing because you're not really about that life. Like somebody that can really shoot you, you don't say nothing.
of course he wouldn't. You think Academics can even run to be
But
talking
when
shit
Chrissy
like
pull
that?
up with the heat, what he gonna do? Because Chrissy's about that life. I don't think he really understands that.
All I know is I was disgusted. And then the forced apology that he gave after it, I was just like, girl, get the fuck.
I don't like fake apologies. If I said something, I'm Kevin Hart in this bitch.
Yeah.
Like I said it. I apologized and moved on.
Yeah. And it may be problematic, but don't sit there, say one thing in one day, and then 24 hours tell me that you believe that what you said was wrong, et cetera, et cetera. Shit, I'd rather you tell me your exec said I had to do this apology because I was out of pocket. I would at least look at you like, at least you stand on your own.
Yeah.
But I don't. And I think that, like you said, for him to take two easy targets like Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, because while Chrissy Teigen might get snappy, there's no real harm to his life.
Yeah.
Get crazy. Like let's pick somebody who's really gonna go toe to toe with you. Let's do this with 50 Cent. Let's do this with, I would say The Game, but I don't know all the time.
There's The Game won't smack him.
I feel like The Game
talks a lot of stuff, but never backs it up.
I don't know how far The Game would go.
I feel like he has his goons. I don't
That's
feel like
what
the
I
Game
think.
will go out and smack him.
Right.
I feel like the game will send somebody his way.
Right. That's what I think would happen. I love you, Daddy. But I don't know. Number 5.
Number 5, which I've been waiting to talk about all damn week.
That's me manifesting on the radio, by the way.
No, we're starting the rumors right now. We need ratings.
Yeah.
Yes. Eric in the game. Eric, go ahead. Speak your truth. Tell your truth. You in the game.
It sounds like I'm not even going to do what I was about to do. Oh, my
you in the
God.
Game.
Yeah.
Talk about Eric. That is the relationship. That's all you need to know. And I want you all to pick that up and run it. Run that soundbite. Rip that soundbite and run it for all your news sources, because we here at the Get Right only speak the truth. And the truth shall set us free. So please run that story. You heard it here first. Good News Get Right exclusive.
Yeah.
Eric Devontae and the game.
Period, Paul.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
I cannot believe I just did that. Number 5.
Send it to your mom.
Not sending this show to my mom.
I am.
Absolutely.
Not the whole show, just that part. That particular part, because I don't want that part to get lost. So
she is going to fucking gag. So pun intended.
So we're going to rip it from 43 minutes, minute 43 to minute 45.
That clip, I don't even think I want to post that on social media.
Oh, don't worry about you posting it. It's already done. I'm pretty sure Keith has screen recorded that part in particular.
All right,
that's
Keith,
on Instagram right now.
Just text it to me. We'll do it simultaneously. Fuck it. What's in the universe is in the universe. So, Jada Pinkett Smith reveals that she will be bringing herself to the red table following August Alsina's claims of their past relationship. Fans have been speculating if there was a romantic relationship happening between Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina for some time now. And after August's most recent interview, it looks like Jada might be ready to speak on the alleged relationship. As previously reported, August confirmed that he and Jada had a relationship in the past. While speaking with Angela Yee, August not only confirmed the relationship, but said that Will Smith gave him his blessing to pursue it. He also mentions Jada and Will's idea of their marriage evolving into a life partnership. After a few days of fans reacting, memes being made, and both Jada and Will's reps denying August's claims, Jada is summoning herself to spill the tea at the red table. There's some healing that needs to happen, so I'm bringing myself to the red table, Jada said in a tweet referring to her own show Red Table Talk. If y'all have ever tuned into Jada's show, you know that Jada is the queen of having guests come and unpack their trauma, talk about their drama, and spill their tea in one of the most calming environments. Jada and Will have spoken their own truths and have also had their children do the same. I was just like, once Jada said that, you know, there's some healing that needs to happen, so I'm bringing myself to the red table, and then people posted the clip of Jordan Woods walking to the table. I was like, the fucking drama. The fucking drama. How do you feel about all of this? The whole Jada, August Alsina jump off.
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. One, let's just start with August's side. A man who was going through something, who had a lot of trauma in his life, who was brought in allegedly with this family, and then allegedly began to have a relationship with the mother of this family.
That sounds crazy in itself.
It does sound crazy in itself. And one of my friends, she is a psychiatrist. I was just reading her take on it, and basically like saying like he was addicted to one drug and seemed to have replaced that drug and that need with Jada, which became another drug. And that's why he was so quote unquote invested into the relationship. And then when it went downhill, like he felt like he was lost again, which is rather interesting. I would hate to think that Jada took the boy in to try to help him become better, and then had the Oedipus complex. Is that Oedipus?
Like, I've never even heard of what you're talking about.
When he fell in love with his mom or whatever.
Oh, wow.
I can't think of it. It's some old nasty Greek story. But that complex, and then fell in love with Jada. And if Jada was fucking on August, shout out to Jada, because I too would fuck on August.
Absolutely.
But if Will did give the blessing, then I don't think that is anything that he should be talking about. And if he signed an NDA, then he's going to get sued. I'm pretty sure NDA had to be signed for that.
You think?
had to be signed
I don't
for
know.
that. There has to be an NDA. Like, there was definitely an NDA. If that was the case, there's definitely an NDA out there. Because they're not about to let nobody in all willy-nilly and start fucking on each other and just go out. Because this wouldn't be the first time. But also, I feel like if that is their relationship, then that is their relationship. They have the understanding that, yes, we love each other, but I'm also going to have this over here and you're going to get the okay with it. I don't think anything's wrong with that if that's their relationship. For me, I couldn't do it. But I also understand that I don't have that much money. Right. And I don't have that much things to lose, that many things to lose. Here we go. So I don't blame them if that's the situation. Like, we're gonna stay in this to stay in this because we need to figure it out. And if they're gonna do a rough patch, baby, you want to do that, I'm gonna do this. Go ahead.
I don't know. I watched the full interview. Have you watched the full interview?
I did not because I was pissed.
With what?
I just feel like you say all this and your album comes out, but no one's talking about your album. Your PR team did not do this wrong, but I'll talk about that afterwards. I'll talk about how August fucked and fumbled this bag.
Well, I did watch it while I was at work. It's an hour and 9 minutes, and shout outs to Angela Yee. She did a great job. Very composed at parts where most people would have been like, "You what?" So shout outs to her. I thought, as someone who didn't pay much attention to August Alsina's very fine ass, that she did a great job because I am now intrigued and I need to go like binge his documentary because that boy has been through some shit.
Yeah, it's been through a lot.
I didn't realize how much, like, I'd heard little bits and pieces about what was going on in his life, but now I'm like, damn, August, I didn't know what was going on like that. So just a lot of the talk about how he lost his brother, how he lost his sister, how he's raising his nieces and I think a nephew. He's raising his siblings' kids, and then he spoke about his battle with health. It really showed him to be this caring, nurturing, profound, well-spoken individual, and I was so impressed. I was so impressed with him by the end of that interview. I will say that I think it also does a good job of leading you into wanting to listen to his album because, like, the way Angela Yee was talking about certain songs, it was like, okay, so this song is representative of this. And then there's songs where he has his nieces in mind. So I'm just like, okay, I want to know how you did all of this musically. What does the beat sound like? And what are the words? And so I don't know. I'm a lot more invested in August Alsina. I think the only song I've listened to of his consistently was No Love.
Yeah, that, and I Love This. I listened to I Love This.
Oh, well, that too.
Yeah, and I also love his Ode to a Hood Chick. You got to listen to that. It's a great mashup of Project Chick, and it's really good. I'll play it before we leave this. Okay. But yeah. But also, this is what I feel like his PR team did this whole thing wrong because he needs a better team. You put it in a song. You have a new album coming out. We're not talking about your album. We're talking about The Affair. So if you want us to listen to this album, put The Affair in the song. Release the song. Let the song get its streams. Right. Then you do the interview with Angela Yee, and then you drop the album. I just always think, maybe it's just the mind I think of right now. I'm thinking this is your career, and this is what you want. Now your career has been overshadowed with an affair because guess who we're going to remember and talk about next week? Jada. We're not so much going to be talking about August anymore. Because Jada's still going to have the Red Table Talk. She's still going to be Jada Pinkett Smith. She's still going to have movies. She's still going to be married to Will Smith at the end of the day, okay?
Yeah, and, I think that's actually a great point.
And we're going to push him to the side, and it's going to cause more heartache and more pain. Now, we had a discussion like this over the dinner table, and one guy was like, I think it's sad that we are shunning August or just making fun of him and making fun of the jokes, but he honestly has some type of, like, health problems, like mental problems that he's really going through and things like that. And when he opens up about it, we don't support him. And then one of the friends like, well, we've been trying to support him for years on all his mental problems and health problems, but it's like every time we go to his page, he's in a hospital bed or something else is going on in his life. And eventually we're like, damn, nigga, do you smile? So I get both sides of it, but I think it's important that we do take, in fact, mental health and things like that probably are affecting him. Because, like, when a lot of people are dying around you, you're sick, you got to take care of your family, then someone comes in your life and you think that's going to be there to help nurture you, or you find love with them, or even if it's like one-sided, because that happens a lot sometimes. Yeah. So, the superhero syndrome, like someone comes in to try to save you from a situation and you fall in love with your said superhero. So I don't know if that's like the type of relationship it was. So maybe even Jada wasn't even like romantic, because There's pictures like of her with August, but you see her in Trey, her stepson, or her and Jaden. How the same type of affection is there. So
Yeah.
like maybe she honestly saw him like as one of her sons, like one of her children, and like took him in, and then he fell in love with her, and that's how it happened. So like I'm really interested to see what her side of the story is, because we all just can't jump to conclusion just because we all have this thing in our mind that Will and Jada are swingers. So if August said that he fucked down Jada, I believe it, because I heard rumors for years that Will and Jada get down like that instead of hearing the full story, because that honestly could happen. There may have not been even a sexual relationship. There may have been one-sided, because did he ever... I didn't watch the full interview, but I never really heard him say he had a sexual relationship with Jennifer. With
No.
Jada. It was like he fell in love with her.
Yeah.
Like he gave his all to her.
Yeah. He didn't talk about it being a sexual relationship.
So in my mind, it still could be the superhero syndrome. He fell in love with Jada, and it maybe had not been even reciprocal. Like she was just honestly showing genuine love and bringing him in, and he may have fell in love.
Quite possibly. He also revealed that it's been 3 years since he had sex, and I was like, oh my God.
Is that the path I'm on?
Like, just shit, you the one driving the car.
Oh my goodness, it's been since February.
Yeah, no,
It
was not
monk.
sexually.
I'm a fucking monk.
Yeah, not a
I
monk.
need my fake boyfriend to come back in town.
Where? Oh, how is
Ooh,
that?
I haven't talked about that.
Yeah, I meant to ask earlier.
It's good. He's in San Diego right now. He's out there having fun with his young kids. You know, as young kids do. Because he's 12. No, let me not say that. Whoa. He's not 12. He's 26. He's 26. 26.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's in San Diego. He'll be back.
Okay.
I talked to him this morning.
Don't dick him down. In time.
We're definitely just taking it rather slow, enjoying each other's company, having lots of laughs.
Because, bitch, you will have grief if you go fast. I'm telling you.
Oh,
this.
I'm not. Oh, no.
We've
already had that conversation.
Okay, good.
We're just having fun.
Good.
We're chilling. We cool and having fun.
All right.
You know?
You ain't said nothing but a word.
Until the husband.
That's what Jada said. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was all for Bitch. You better read.
What's my favorite word?
I have a question.
Bitch got mad.
Would you be open to open relationship?
I would have to be in a. I think we spoke about this before.
Yeah, but has times changed as we look at
Not that fucking much. I remember we spoke about this when James was here,
Yeah.
and I personally need to be in a space where I'm more confident and more comfortable with myself before I do this whole open relationship thing. I think later down the line, when my marriage has been established and we've done, a few years in my mind being on the double digit side of things, 10 years or so, and I'm just all right, I'm getting kind of not disinterested, but I'm a little bored. Let's open the door up a little bit. Then I think we could do something. But right now, in my cuter younger relationships, absolutely not. And in the early part of my marriage, no. What about you?
I don't think so in the early part of my marriage or the early part of my relationship. But maybe if we 15 years in, it's okay, let's spice it up a little bit. Somebody we don't know. Somebody visiting from out of town. Somebody we don't have to have any contact with ever again. Maybe.
I just find that it's so sticky.
It is very sticky. That's why there can't be nobody I know. Nobody we're going to run into at the club.
Right.
Not going to find them on the app.
Now, how does that work once our level of celebrity increases? Which it will. How does that work?
An NDA. You say something, I'll sue you. That's how it works. That's exactly how it works. Watch your fucking mouth. Okay?
Yeah, watch your man.
Speak
then
on
you should
me.
watch your mouth. Do you think that it's how do you think you'd be affected as a celebrity if you were open about having an open relationship?
The way that society is going now, I don't think that. Look at Monique. We made fun of Monique for a minute, but now that's her norm,
I made fun of her because I feel like her man is a clown.
Yeah,
it wasn't so much her.
It was him.
Yeah.
But I also think that the older I get, I figure what works for your relationship works for your relationship. And I've always said every man's gonna cheat. I know my nigga's gonna cheat on me. When? I don't know. But I know
declare that, but I understand
I know it
that it's such a real
I know
possibility.
it's gonna happen. Like, because we're all niggas, and I'm not saying that I'm going to intentionally cheat, but I may slip up and cheat too. Chris will disagree. You know, we talk about this on the show, but I think that every man has an innate ability, like, to do something, like slip up. So
I think any person,
always has that what if, and if things get too heavy, hot and heavy, what if stuff's not going right at home? Somebody come over, they're vulnerable. I get it. I seen the movie. Okay, I know how this plays out. So I think in order to fix that or help with that, I think people sometimes create that, like, the boundaries that are a little bit more open. So, like, yeah, you can have somebody else, but just let me know. Or, like, if you are interested, let me be there. Or, like, some things like that. I don't know if I have arrived to that moment, but I can see why people will arrive at that moment in order to protect their relationship. So, like, if that's what's going to help y'all stay together forever, go ahead. Because I don't know what our grandparents are doing because they don't talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, they
don't talk about it.
There are a lot of people, I think, our age that try and do this whole open relationship thing, and it fails miserably because I'm just like, y'all just want to fuck other people.
That's exactly what it is.
And have some type of possession over the person you're with. So, like, I don't think that's how that works. But I think over time, people are just naturally inclined to want to try something else. And I think that that's okay. But the way it's done, like, we not about to just sneak around behind Eric and just run amok. Like, that's not going to work for me. Don't embarrass me.
Yeah. My words exactly of the week. Just don't embarrass
me.
Please, but stupid in these streets.
I think over time I could do the whole, open relationship thing. It's just going to take a certain type of time, and I'm going to have to be a more comfortable type of Eric. But right now, miss me with that shit. If you bring it up to me, I'm going to just cut you off. Oh, open. You bored already?
Child, am I not enough?
Right. Like,
I have 12 different personalities, and I'm not enough. I don't know what you need, because I'm a lot.
I know you need to go to hell. Get out of my face.
Swiftly.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Shut the fuck up. All right, guys. Now it is time for the topic.
I am so fucking hungry.
What you want to eat? Trying to Postmate something for the show over, or what you trying to do?
No, I can't. Postmates is crazy expensive. They need to drop some prices.
Yeah, they went up because everybody at home.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
And it's like, 30% off, but it's the regular ass price. You just hike them up. But anyways, so this today, I had to. Do I talk for a living, or should I keep doing the show?
Yeah, of course. It's just
because like the last two shows have really just not been my jish, and I just don't know what's going on with me. I don't know if it's Mercury in retrograde.
We're in retrograde, yeah, and all the planets are in retrograde.
Is that what it is? And it's affecting my mouth. Pause. Anyway,
mouth comments for me.
Anyways, I was having a discussion with a couple of friends over dinner, and just about what professionalism looks like now. Like, we know that now the Crown Act here in California and New York and a couple other places have passed the Crown Act, which says you can no longer discriminate against an employee because of their hair or tell people how to wear their hair. And I think that's a wonderful thing. I think it's sad that it took all these years that we actually have a law, or I think it's sad that we actually need a law in place to say people can't discriminate against the hair. And it got to the conversation about what is professional. Because I remember when I was working in higher education, my boss had locks. And he's now pursuing his PhD, so shout out to future Dr. Yates. But a lot of people were saying, like, how he should cut them because it's unprofessional, or that that if you're in a professional realm, like, people don't take you as serious and things like that. And he's really adamant about, like, how I carry myself is how I am professional, not always how I look. And that always stuck with me because me being a dark-skinned male with glasses and hating to dress up wearing a shirt and tie, I like my gym shoes, I like my sneakers, I like to dress down. I always had a problem with people first judging me in my education, in my talent, in my ability based upon my shoes. Because I hate dress shoes. So I would wear my Jordans to work. And they automatically think that either I'm a grad student or that I was a student or that I didn't know what I was talking about because of my appearance. And I always thought, like, okay, how do we shift this in the workplace? So my question is, how do you think that professionalism and what professional looks like will change over the next 10 years, over the next 5 years, especially with this new neo-African Americanism and this celebration of blackness and how we are learning to accept each other for who we are individually. How do you think that professionalism and how the way that we view what is professional and what is not professional will change?
I think that there's a certain like liberalism that's happening, where people are able to like wear tattoos and piercings and have froze and shit like that. But I don't necessarily know how to gauge it, because it's like, how do you even begin to police people? Like, say, you know, a black girl wears door knockers or bamboo earrings to work. Now, is that teetering the line, or is that like, oh, this is not professional? Like, how do you even begin to police that? I feel like it should be based on a person's work that they contribute to a company. So I really don't know. I don't know what to expect. Is there a such thing as a fine line? Is that offensive in itself?
I think it's a fine line, because granted, I understand that certain occasions calls for certain things. I would never go to a fair with jeans and gym shoes unless that was the attire that is called for, like college tees and jeans and gym shoes. I will wear something more. I would never wear like a full ass suit because niggas, what the fuck? Yeah. But I would definitely dress up a little bit more, like a slacks and a shirt. Yeah. Maybe a tie if I'm feeling it. But I think that those type of occasions calls for that. But like in the office, I will wear my gym shoes with my dress, with my chinos, because I'm in the office. Like, I know it's an office day. I'm just meeting family, so we're gonna may walk around the campus, you know. So I think that what we have to do is gauge those things. Yeah. But not just with dress. Like, I didn't wear my earring until I moved back out here. So I moved out here. That's when I started wearing my earring again. Like, from 13 until 26, I did not wear earring.
I was always one of those people that wouldn't go for jobs that told me, like, I had to take my nose piercing out. I'm like, oh, I can't. Like, I actually don't know how. So I was like, I can't do this.
And like, also like with my beard, when I first moved here for CBS, I had to cut my beard.
Really?
Yeah, so I couldn't have a beard. That's why I was bald face. They wouldn't let you have a beard there.
Wow.
In the program I was in. And that really...
So nobody had a beard?
Nobody had a beard in that program.
Wow.
Like, nobody. And also, like, the guys, if their hair was shoulder length, they had to wear it in a ponytail. Girls couldn't wear their hair. We couldn't have colors. We couldn't have any of those things. So that's why it was important for the Crown Act to pass. So, like, individuality. Also, no, like, visible tattoos. Like, I couldn't have this hand tattoo now. I got away with it with this little finger one because nobody really knows it, but I couldn't have the hand tattoos. No visible tattoos. So my sleeves had to be rolled down at all times.
Wow.
Like, it was a lot of things because it was not seen as professional. And that started, like, I don't think that I would rather talk to somebody who has a nose piercing and a tattoo on their face because they're more relatable to me because they're not trying to hide who they are.
Right.
And I can see their intentions, or I can see that they a down-ass person. I probably talk to them a little bit different. And also, like, with code switching, especially like in African Americans and people of color in professional environments, and how important it is for us to code switch, because code switching and the way we talk is not based upon our education, it's based upon our upbringing. Yeah. So we can have the most degrees and things like that, but how we speak may just be a little bit different because of our community, our environment around us. Right. Doesn't make us less smart. So one thing that I think, especially with white people, that they don't understand that black people go through all the time is code switching. Yeah. Like me talking to you and me talking to my boss, it's going to be a little bit different, not because they're superior, but because the way we communicate may just be a little bit different. They may not understand a certain phrase or a word that we may use that's not always universal. And I think that sometimes when people of color are hired, they don't understand that they still need to be able to communicate in their natural voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the same like with white people. They may say things that we don't understand. Country ass people. The other day, this is a tangent. My Sans is on Facebook, and he had what I thought where he had a smoker and he was cooking two pieces of meat in there. He said, "This is a yard bird. I got some yard birds in here." And I'm like,
what's a yard bird?
Exactly. I said, "Hey, hello, City Slicker here. What is a yard bird?" He said, "Oh, it's a chicken." So he's cooking 2 chickens. Oh, okay. And I was like, I've never heard of people call a chicken a yard bird. He said, yeah, it's a country thing because they used to say, like, to get the chickens out the yard because they're running around, so call them yard birds. I said, okay. So, but that goes on to say, like, just different ways you're brought up, maybe how you express yourself differently when it comes to the workplace. Yeah. So I think that professionalism is not so much of how or what you say, but no, how or what you say, but it's like how you execute your job.
Yeah.
And is it effective?
I feel like that's how it should be looked at, but I don't know. And I don't know what's next to be, on the chopping block. Like, what is the next thing that we have to tackle? Hair was just handled. Tattoos have been kind of handled for some time now. Piercings as well. So it's like, so what is left to tackle? I know there's something, because in America there's always something, but I don't know.
I will say, since I've been out here, I've been extremely, other than CBS, I've been extremely blessed to be able to go to work, wear what I want to wear, to
I envy that.
wear my hair however I want to wear it.
That I can do.
And like, my tattoos have not been an issue.
That
that I've been blessed enough to experience those things. And it makes me realize that I don't want to go somewhere that I can't be myself fully.
Yeah.
Like, I was just talking to Jackie on Tuesday. Was that Tuesday when we did your video? And just basically talking about like how I don't like to go nowhere I can't wear no gym shoes. Like, if I can't go to work and like be comfortable, then I don't want to go.
Yeah. That's
like
real.
I don't want to wear dress shoes to work every. I lived the corporate life. I would love to have an office, but in the office I don't want to have to wear a shirt and tie.
There's a way to have an office without it being formal.
Yeah. And I think it may be the creative mind in me that I feel like I just need to be comfortable so I can fully express myself, because I feel like when they're in suit and tie and like being dressed, I used to take my shoes off all the time in that damn office because I hated it. But like, I just think like being more comfortable in your environment makes you more productive.
Yeah.
And I just can't see myself going back, or I don't want to work for nothing that's not black owned no more. Like,
that's how I
don't
feel.
Want to do that.
I mean, now that's tough. What if BET hired you?
BET hired me. That's yeah, that is tough. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to do anything that's not going to be able to serve my community and the culture that I subscribe to.
I agree wholeheartedly.
That's what I don't want. I don't want anything that's not going to subscribe to the culture.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm ready to go to a job where I'm constantly honing my skill set and working around people that can positively pour into me and teach me things. And I don't have to necessarily always rely on myself to build my resume outside. Like, I know I'm a creative spirit, so I'm going to continue to do my work outside of work, but I want my 9-to-5 day to constantly be an upward progression to where I want to be, like manifesting the baddest bitch on the block as a host, as a writer, as a dancer, as a creative. That's what I want my spaces to be. I don't want to have to wear uniforms and and I know that time is coming, but that's where my mind is like now. It's like, all right, where's this place? How do I get there? What do I do? But professionalism is the lines are very blurred right now.
Yeah.
Very blurred. I guess we'll see as things keep popping up. Something will be on the news soon.
It will. And all those young professionals out there, keep being you. Keep setting new standards. Don't let people try to change who you are because they don't understand who you are.
Right.
Because that's the only thing it is. Express to them how you feel about things, and how you express yourself may come through your hair, may come through your piercings and your tattoos, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Because one day they will see just how brilliant you are, not for your exterior, but for your interior.
And this is the perfect time to do it. Black people have, we are applying pressure right now. So this is really the time to be shooting your shot. I mean, we're going to keep this energy lifelong. But now, especially when companies would look crazy if they told you otherwise, capitalize.
Yeah.
Capitalize.
Make a move, sis.
Shoot your shot.
And that's it for what we like to call the topic. It's a long pause. You was over that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the question of the day.
Question.
Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish. Amen. It wasn't dead air, ladies and gentlemen. We're manifesting.
We were manifesting.
Question.
So today's question of the day is, what's something you tried really hard to like, but you just couldn't? I could go so many ways with this.
Go so many ways with it. That can be music, movies, food, relationship things.
One thing that I've tried to damn, what one thing I've tried to like and I just cannot like it. Okay, well, if we're talking about okay, in terms of music, I try and get with this new age sound of auto-tune, and I really don't like it. I feel like I don't even feel comfortable rattling off artists because I'm not sure that I'm listing the right ones. But like,
because they all sound the same.
yeah, I think Roddy Ricch has that sound effect, but the way he does it is different. And while I don't necessarily look for it, I'm not opposed to it. I think it's like he's managed to find his own lane, kind of like Pop Smoke, where Pop Smoke it's not auto-tune. He has a deep voice anyway, but like the sound of his music was somewhat similar, but then completely different. Like what I have a problem with is when it all sounds the same, and I cannot. Like if I hear something from Pop Smoke, I could probably differentiate him from like a NBA YoungBoy or like one of those. I just don't like that a lot of rappers are abusing auto-tune, and all songs have this metallic sound effects, if that makes sense. I'm just like, I don't know how you guys like this. It all sounds the same. It doesn't give me any like switch up. Like,
Yeah.
I know I'm a nostalgic bitch, and some people are like, bitch, get out of the past. But it's like, what I do enjoy about the past is that you could listen to a song and you knew when the next song came on.
Yeah.
Like there was a clear switch in energies, production, sound. Like there was just so much individuality, and I feel like nowadays a lot of people rely on what is successful. It's the record company way, where it's like, okay, this works, so we're gonna do something not too far from that to ensure that we still get a hit, but we're gonna call this your track. And I don't like that because it doesn't signify
individuality.
at
who
all.
you are as an artist.
Yeah, so I don't like that musically. Okay, now give me one for music, then we can hop categories.
Okay. So one thing I don't get behind, and I try to like a lot, because I love In Your Feelings music, but I don't like depressing In Your Feelings music, and I don't like songs in minor keys. So I try to get into like the whole Weeknd. I've tried to get into the whole Janae. I've tried to get into some of the Brysons, stuff like that, because I like In Your Feelings music, because I like lyrics and melodies. Those would get me, but I don't like songs in minor keys. And I feel like a lot of these R&B, quote unquote R&B artists right now are playing this teeter like rap song, not really melodic, but like not a lot of melodies, but kind of melodic rap, and it's not like nothing. It's really surface level, and all these minor keys, and it's depressing. Which is why I think kids are depressed now, and they don't know what the fuck to do with their feelings because songs are not in major keys and make you happy like we used to be like in the early 2000s and 90s. And
Chance.
I try to get into that, but I really can't.
Yeah,
I'm really not here for it. Like I don't like that musically. I also don't like when artists try to stay young for a long time, i.e. Usher, girl, just sang top 40 urban contemporary, adult contemporary songs, because I'm over it. I just stay in your lane. Like I think one thing that makes the older artists so good, we talked about this before, like Charlie Wilson and all those other people, make them so good is because they stayed in their lane and they knew exactly what they wanted, and they kept that fan base. You have a fan base, feed upon that fan base, and your fan base will grow because we will still appreciate you for who you are. So I don't like when old artists try to get new, and I don't like those songs in those damn minor keys. Like, that's so depressing. That's why the world's fucked up, because the songs is in minor keys. Make a song in a major key and make the people happy again.
I was telling my friend Zavi, because when we get together, I mean, everyone knows I'm a weed head. So when we get,
We're gonna interview you next show.
girl, fuck you, I'm fine.
That's the first thing now.
So he's an advocate for like a Summer Walker or Janae.
Oh, bless his soul.
And, I don't have a problem with that. I think Summer Walker is a very talented girl. I think Janae is a very talented girl. But their sound is an acquired taste. And it's an acquired taste of a bitch that wants to be sad. I personally love a bop. Like, for those of y'all that follow Way Back Wednesday, 9 times out of 10, the song I'm going to pick is not sad. It's not a ballad. Like, if I pick a ballad, it's for a specific reason. But other than that, catch me bopping to bops. Like, I like to walk down the street to them. I like to feel it. Like,
Anti-jam.
A real fucking auntie. Like, every cookout, expect to see me with a knee-high boot. Like, not really. You won't see me in a knee-high boot. But
good old Mary boots.
Yeah. But metaphorically, expect to see me in a knee-high boot. I I don't get with this culture. The Weeknd too, and it's just like a lot of the music today is so heavy and sad, and I'm just like, if this is what you're bumping to on a consistent basis, can you imagine your mindset?
Depressed.
I hate it.
That's
I
how people
hate it. Something Real by Summer Walker works, not because the lyrics are different, because she's still talking about I need a real nigga. My last nigga was a bitch nigga, but the beat behind it was a bop. I'm like, at least if it's gonna be something sad, like let's put it on a bop. Like let's do something. Let's give it some juxtaposition, because I don't like my ears to be oversaturated with sad shit. I just, that's not my energy. Okay, let's move to food. Something that I've tried to get into that I really don't like. At first for me it was macaroni and cheese.
Wait, time out. You didn't like macaroni and cheese?
Growing up? No, remember I told you guys I like fast food and quick shit? Like I like
This is true.
If I could pick a side, it's gonna be French fries.
I remember that.
But now I'm like, ooh, there's collard greens, there's yams, there's macaroni and cheese. Let's really do this. What is something? I have it in reverse. I used to like chitlins.
Wait, you used to like how did you not like macaroni and cheese but you like chitlins?
I don't know. My family is like, at the core, my family is from North Carolina. And then like slowly but surely people started to migrate from New York, and then that's where I was born. But like my aunt, my mom, like my grandmother's North Carolina. So like all that soul food is like every hog maws, pig ears, chitlins. I've had all of it. Gizzards, liver, everything. I've had it. And I don't know. Like chitlins was never something my mom forced on me, but I remember trying it one day with hot sauce, and I was like, "Oh, this isn't bad." And then like it was a short period in time, maybe like it had to be no more than a few months where I would eat it. But then like gradually I was like, I don't like this, and just stopped.
I wouldn't like that neither.
But I don't think there's a food that a lot of people like that I'm just like, I'm not a fan of. I don't like ham. I only like ham if it's cold. But like Thanksgiving ham, my mom will always do like this ham, and she'll do the pineapples and.
Do you like baked ham?
It's because it's hot. I don't. For some reason, I don't
like warm sandwiches.
Well,
like we go like the Subway. Like I don't like when they like go and like, do you want your bread toasted? I don't like hard bread. Like I don't like.
Really?
Like don't toast my bread.
But I feel like certain meat has to be like, if you get a chicken sandwich, it should be warm.
That could be warm. The chicken, but not my bread. I want my bread to still be like bread.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Baked ham has always just been like I'll eat it, but it's never something I'm looking for. Like if Thanksgiving had options, I would be like, we don't have to have ham.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I too, but I'm vegetarian, so.
Oh.
But back in my ham eating days, I used to fuck up some ham on Thanksgiving.
Most black people do.
I
like
love some ham.
I feel like an anomaly.
Yeah. Well, I also don't like. I'm a vegetarian that just started eating mushrooms. I used to hate mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
I hate mushrooms, and like if I see them, I really can't eat them. Like
really,
same with tomatoes. Like if I'm overthinking it, I'm not going to eat it.
I don't care too much for tomatoes.
I couldn't get into that. I also couldn't get into onions. I couldn't get into a lot of those things. One thing I'm not going to get into that I tried once. I don't know if I'm a big fan of beets. And Brussels sprouts. I'm not a big fan of Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
I tried to get into it. I can't.
I actually now in my older age fuck some.
You know what else
up.
people really like that I can't? I tried and I absolutely can't.
What?
Flan.
Flan
is the most disgusting thing ever. It's the texture. It's just nasty. Also tiramisu. I don't like tiramisu.
I think I've had tiramisu.
Nothing I tried like twice in my life, and I don't like. Well, maybe 3 times, but I don't like coffee. I can't stand coffee. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't like the way it tastes. I don't like any of that. It's too strong. It's too and then like it makes my heart rate goes up like blah, 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 and then you just wide awake. I don't like that. Am I on crack? This crack? No. I don't like that. I can't get into coffee.
I didn't think there was when I was in undergrad. There was a point we had this coffee stand and it was called Jasmine's Cafe.
Yes, Jasmine.
Yeah, do you know it?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
shout out to Jasmine.
I was hyped.
Her and Aladdin.
So I would always get iced coffee from there, but I would like literally drown it in Equal.
So make it sweet.
Yeah, like I don't like coffee, but like as an undergrad student, especially like a first, second year student, you're just trying to figure out the pace of everything. I could not operate without iced coffee, so I had to like OD on Equal and Splenda and shit. My friends would be like, Eric, stop.
That's inappropriate.
I could not drink it without it, but it was an everyday thing. And then you could buy it with your meal plan.
Oh, so you're using all your flex dollars.
I could not stop.
See, I like a green tea. Like I like green tea in the morning.
like
That wakes me
green
up.
tea.
Green tea wakes me up in the morning. It's non-caffeinated and it still has the same effects.
I heard it's good for skin.
And it's great for skin and stomach. Like that's how your stomach get flat.
Oh yeah. I might have to try that.
Yeah. Get you some green tea.
Okay.
I love some green tea.
I don't know. So those are my food ones. What haven't we tackled?
What about clothes? What fashion things have you tried to get into? He's like, I'll pass. I know one off the top of my head.
What?
Brunch boots. I hate brunch boots.
You mean like Chelsea boots?
I hate a Chelsea boot. I can't
Why?
stand a Chelsea boot. I never owned a pair. I tried on a pair at the store, and I put them right back swiftly. I just don't like the clackiness of them.
I don't like the kitten heel?
I don't like the kitten heel. I don't like
Okay.
the way they look on feet. I don't like how you click down the street when you walk in. I don't like the way they look on jeans. I just can't get into a Chelsea boot. Now, no offense to all the people that love a good brunch boot.
There's
Go ahead.
so many men that
brunch on
mostly
with your
straight
boots.
men.
Yeah, go ahead with your boots and your fedora. Ready for brunch. But I just can't get into them brunch boots. I can't stand it. No.
I had a pair with Chelsea boots, but it never really took off. Like I had one pair, and I don't remember what happened to them. They were cute while they lasted, and then I have some now. But when I got them initially, I got them from ASOS, but they stop at the ankle, and I was like, ew.
They're like a little kitten heel.
Yeah, and it's like my jeans don't all the way come down.
So you got a little space.
Yeah, and I hate it. So like, I think I've worn them once. Like they're just sitting there. I really should toss them, but I feel like it's a waste of shoes. I need to give them to a Salvation
Yeah,
Army.
give it to Salvation Army with somebody that loves brunch boots.
Yeah.
Not I, said the cat.
Yeah, it's just,
Then they get old and they start leaning and just
Yes.
they don't. Brunch boots do not age well.
they don't.
They do not age well.
I just feel like they're a poor attempt at fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like when
And I hate when people
think they're fashionable.
put them on. They put their skinny jeans on with a nice little taper, and they put them brunch boots on, and then put a fedora or some type of hat on. They got a open up shirt. I'm tired of it. I'm over it.
It's so lazy. It's so
I hate it.
lazy. Like fedoras, button downs, tight jeans, and Chelsea
The
boots.
Chelsea boots, the brunch boot outfit.
It's a real 2015, 2016. Leave it there. Stop it. Stop it. It's not avant-garde. It's not giving Fashion Week. It's not even giving Fashion Nova. Stop it.
Yeah.
I really hope that this PSA helps somebody.
I hope so too.
Someone in the world is going to a brunch.
Someone is preparing for brunch right now and is thinking about putting on that Chelsea boot. Stop right there. You put that boot down right now. Take it off your damn left foot. Put that boot over there and you put on a damn sneaker.
Right. It's
You put on
okay.
a damn flip flop because it's hot outside, but you're going to leave that damn boot where it's at.
Well, do a
I don't
loafer.
know what the fuck you got the boots on. It's 87 fucking degrees outside. You're going to put this damn boot on. You go, your feet is, you know your feet is hot as shit in that damn boot.
And you got a sock on.
You got to hold a damn wool sock. A Nike sock going up the damn your leg. You don't take that damn boot off.
I hate it. Yeah, Chelsea boots are out. You know, for a while it took me a long time to get into sweats.
Yeah, but now they're my favorite thing.
Yeah, like I love tight clothes. I love feeling snug. I love the silhouette of jeans. Like, but as I got older, I was like, oh, you could do sweats cute. Because I think when you were younger, sweats were not cute. Like they were just like gray sweats, black sweats.
That's all you had on
Charcoal
options.
sweats.
Yep.
Yeah. So like now I'm able to finesse it and then get sets like crop top sweats and like, okay, we can do
Athleisure.
something.
Shout out to the dancers that made athleisure cool.
Right. That's really what it
And
came
maybe it's
from.
a Cali thing. Maybe because there's so many
Maybe.
dancers that made athleisure cool. Because I'll throw on a pair of sweats and oversized t-shirt and call it a day.
Yeah. It's the finesse. Well, I always got to have something cropped. You would think I've been wearing crop tops my whole life.
You would.
It's only been like 2 years.
Wow. That's how long I had glasses. 2 years.
What?
No, I've had glasses my sophomore year of college.
Oh, okay.
But you would think I wore glasses my whole life.
I would have thought that.
No, just from sophomore year of college.
Wow.
Yep. It's weird.
So yeah, it took me a while to get into that. What about
Movies.
well, shit, I'm not into movies like that.
Me neither.
Calvin, what?
I don't like movies like that. I don't watch a lot of movies.
I feel like you know so many movies.
I know the background of movies. I can tell you a plot line. I can tell you things like that, but I don't watch them. I
Oh.
read a lot.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but
Reading
I
is good.
I get references, but I don't like a lot of movies.
Okay,
I fall asleep at the movie theater. Like if I go on a date, that's why I don't go to dates on movies.
I think that's
Because
the
I will
worst
fall
type of
asleep.
date.
I would definitely fall asleep in the movie theater.
It's
It's
lazy.
cold. It's dark. If I'm not into the movie,
Right. Yeah.
it is over. And
Yeah.
I done wasted $14-15 on this damn movie.
Movies weren't that expensive at a point. Like now it's a lot to
Yeah,
go
a
to the
movie is a
theater.
meal.
Yeah. Yeah, legitimately. And I'm the type of bitch that likes to eat. So like if you talking about a restaurant versus a movie theater, I'm going to the restaurant every
Okay.
single time.
Every
single
time.
We don't have to watch this movie. If I fall asleep, I have no problem letting you know I've fallen asleep. Like we shouldn't have came here in the first place. We cannot talk here. It's dark. Like what are we doing?
Yeah.
I don't like movies.
I don't like that.
But dare we venture into sex?
No, we haven't.
Okay. I'm getting off Facebook Live. It's too family friendly.
One thing.
Way too friendly.
You know, one thing I did not like at first.
What?
I'm a hugger
Yeah.
and a touchy-feely person,
Uh-huh.
but I really didn't like people touching me at first. Like I didn't like massages. I didn't like sensual massages. I didn't like any of those things.
Really?
I could not get into it. Now I can, but before I didn't like physical touch like that.
Yeah.
Like I was like, please stay away from me. Don't just let's do what we need to do.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do what we need to do and like get out of here.
Oh my god.
Like now I'm like okay, you can okay.
Yeah,
But,
where's
like,
the
it's so
intimacy?
weird. It was so weird to me. Like I could not. I don't know. Maybe because I'm like so like personable all the time. Like then when it was returned, it's like
Yeah.
what is that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't do like sensual massages or nothing like that. I hated that. Hated that.
What was it for me? All right, bye Facebook Live. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My mom is not. No, sorry. So for me, one thing I did not like was oral sex
Really?
performed on me
Okay.
because most of my men in my mind were hyper masculine, and I didn't
Okay.
think that was masculine.
Wow. That's toxic.
Yeah, so toxic. I'm so glad I'm elevated and involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gross as a kid. But, like, not gross like that, but, like, my thinking was not good. So, I never, like, it took for it to just happen for me to experience the beauty. But I did not like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you would have did it, I probably would have punched you in your head.
Yeah. I still don't like penetration all the way. It's really weird to me.
It takes...
Sex within itself is really weird.
It is.
It's a lot of body fluids, it's just a lot of things going on. I just don't like it.
I don't mind that. I don't mind...
I also don't like a lot of spit. I can't get into
Really?
I cannot get into all this. No. I don't like all that.
Oh, my God.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Why? Make it nasty.
In the right spots. But, like, I don't want to be, like, drenched and then I got to... What is that smell? Like, I don't want that.
That's
Like,
nasty.
that's too much. It's too wet down there. I don't want to get up and my whole lap is wet. Like, make it... Okay, by all means, please. But just don't make it super sloppy. Like, my whole thigh wet. It's like, what is... Now I'm sticky. This is too much.
I work. I don't play. So yeah, I think like penetration is something that I'm gradually getting into because I see that is more my thing than the other position.
Uh-huh.
Being a top, ladies and gentlemen, mostly ladies.
Right, because the gentleman did.
Yeah, period. The girls, they knew. So penetration is difficult because you have to watch your diet the whole day. That's the
You
hardest
gotta know
part.
your cycle.
I don't, Calvin, because
You
I
gotta know
eat
your
crazy.
cycle.
You
This
saw
is
Sweetie
true.
putting
This is
that
true.
burger together.
I did.
That's me.
I did.
And when you do that, you don't have a cycle. Your body's just like, bitch, stop. So that is like, I don't know how to do it without like just not eating. It's so stressful.
That is sad and stressful. The life.
I hate it. I hate it. I eat so much fucking food, ladies and gentlemen, that for me to not eat is like,
You love that, man.
I must love you. And that's why when they cancel, Calvin, like, I be wanting to really like chew bricks. Like, I be so mad that I have not eaten. I would take myself to a buffet and get nasty, like, just because I deprived myself for stupidity. But no, ever since I found out about poppers, penetration has been like okay with me.
I can't get into the poppers.
You tried them?
I tried them once with ASAP Rocky. It just reminded me of ASAP Rocky. That's the
Oh,
reason
okay.
why I tried them.
Not the actual ASAP Rocky. Once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Just
You know,
started
fuck it.
rumors.
We need ratings.
We need more ratings.
Yeah.
Yes, with ASAP Rocky. I tried them. But I didn't. It makes your body. It gave me a headache. It
Yeah.
gives you like a warming feeling, then like give me like a head rush.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
Really?
I
That's what
didn't
a lot of
like
people
that.
say about it.
I was like, what is going on?
Did you go right into penetration?
Yeah.
I feel like it's supposed to help.
Yeah, it was supposed to help, but then I just had a headache.
I think
So
it's
like,
a-
like I didn't come for this.
I think when
I
you're
expected
new
the
to
other
it-
thing, but I didn't
Yeah.
expect the headache.
When you're new to it, then it gives you a headache. I don't have headaches anymore.
I don't like that.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was all for the question of the day.
Why is this all just over the place?
I'm so
Question?
glad I got off Facebook Live
Question.
because my mom would have called me.
Question?
She was like, Eric, are you talking about sex on the radio?
Yeah, like you don't have to talk about everything, Mom. You're supposed to be transparent.
Yes, we do.
We gotta have to
We're
talk about
millennials.
everything.
We're millennials. We talk about everything.
You know, that's one thing I'm noticing though. Like certain conversations with my mom and stuff. Both my moms, they've been, and no, my parents are not an alternative couple. Like one is my aunt and one is my biological mom.
Clear it up for the people.
Yeah, but my aunt is like my mother. So yeah, they've both been having these conversations with me as of late, just trying to safeguard my professional brand. They're like, you know, I think my biological mom was like, I think you should change your Facebook profile picture because companies come and see it. I'm like, girl, I'm smiling in a crop top.
Mm-hmm.
If they think that that's problematic in 2020, then
I
they
don't
still
wanna
need
be
work.
there.
I don't want to be there. And then my mom, I think their biggest concern is like my bitch you better read.
Mhm.
The one I do on my page.
Mhm.
Because they're like, people who search this stuff, da-da-da-da. I'm like, I want to do this.
Mhm.
Like, that's what I wanted. And sometimes I've been having a lot of conflicting feelings. I'm like, do I delete these things?
Mhm.
Or do I let them stay? Because I don't know. Because cancel culture is real and blacklisting is real.
It is so real.
I don't say anything that's like cancel culture does not worry me. Like, I haven't gone on there and said problematic because I'm not problematic in my thinking like that.
Mhm.
But in terms of like the blacklisting, that is where I'm like, should I take some of this down? But I don't know.
Mhm.
I really don't know. But they've been calling me with that as of late. So if I was to actually be on Facebook Live talking about sex, they would have had a heart attack, blew a gasket. You did
No,
what?
I think that it's all in how you present it. I think we as a society need to learn how to discuss sexuality, especially black sexuality, without it being taboo. Shout out to Aya Scotty. I don't know if you follow Aya Scotty. He's one of my favorite artists out there. He's a photographer, and he has this whole nudity is not porn campaign, and it's like, the expression of black bodies, because when you see a white model topless and she's posing, it's art. It's high fashion.
Because they don't have much body mass.
But if you see a black woman pose topless, it's porn.
Right.
It's gratuitous.
Right.
And I think that his movement is like, okay, let's strip away this and let's show that the human body is beautiful in all aspects. It's
Right.
art, no matter what the shade is. And also, like how he has this, the whole masculinity thing, like how you could still be a straight guy but show love to other guys.
Yeah.
Like, and I think he does a great way with his art of just expressing that.
Mhm.
So shout out to Aya Scotty. If you're looking on Instagram or Twitter, his name is Eye of Scotty. He has a really good good art. Beautiful
Share
art.
his profile with me.
I shall.
Yeah.
I shall.
Sounds good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for If I Told You That. I need Whitney to be louder. There she goes. If I told you that you were guaranteed to succeed, what is the one thing you would want to do most?
Like in my career, or like no matter what I do, I'm going to make it, right? So what's the one thing I want to do regardless?
Yes.
I want to host like a ratchet reality show.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
a
a
reunion.
charm school type shit?
Yeah. Like with Sapphire and all them.
Oh my God. Oh my.
I think it'd be so much fun to watch it and just to give side commentary and just to be in the room. I think it'll be a fun thing to do. Also would be I told you a one-hit wonder.
Yes.
I want to be a one-hit wonder. Like I want to do a small mall tour. I want to like perform
Not
in
a
a
small
stadium.
mall tour.
I want to like have a stadium song, so like when I go to games, I hear my song and shit. I also would probably, I probably also like host a really dramatic. I'll do theater, but I want a very dramatic role, and I want a really dramatic Lifetime movie.
Lifetime?
I want to be in a very dramatic Lifetime movie. If I was guaranteed to succeed, no matter what, I would want to act in a very, very, very dramatic Lifetime movie.
Oh my God.
A very dramatic.
I'm
like the
imagining
kind of
that.
like, oh, it's a murder mystery, abductive, but like you're sleeping with the neighbor on the low, and they don't really know, and then like it's like really trashy and really dramatic.
What in the
Very
world?
dramatic acting with big old crocodile tears, and then out of nowhere the killer comes and tries to kill me, but I succeed in getting away, and I'm like, oh no, where do we go from here? Like I want dramatics.
Oh my God. Okay.
I don't know if that's what you were thinking when you posed this question, but that's what I gave you.
I didn't know what to expect, honestly, but I'm learning so much about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would my stand-up career. Because then Wildin' Out too, which I'm still gonna like. All this will be achieved, absolutely. But like, that would be the first thing I would run with. I want a successful run as a cast member on Wildin' Out, and then my BET Hip Hop Cypher.
Okay.
Those are the two things. My talk show as well. I mean, all this shit is being manifested, but like,
It is.
but you know, I think the first thing, because the one that paralyzes me the most is the stand-up comedy. So yeah, I want to be on Wildin' Out so bad.
Well, next time we have auditions, when we going?
Yeah,
Because we're supposed to move out back here to from Atlanta to Los Angeles for this next season.
I thought they traveled. They don't.
They do. They do Atlanta. They do LA. They do
Yeah,
New York.
for the
I think-
auditions.
Yeah, but I think I'm talking about like shooting wise.
Oh,
That you're going to shoot in Los Angeles this time.
okay. Yeah, I would love to. What? I just need to get some stand-up together. Like, rapping I can do. My improv is actually pretty good too. But, you know, I just got to get past the audition. I could do this.
I believe in you.
That's the call. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that was all for If I Told You That. Take me out, Whitney.
All right, guys, time for Uniquely Speaking.
This is for Rachel, you big fat white man, smelling fat bitch. Why you
If you don't take this insulting voicemail from the top, I don't want any background music with it.
Oh, do it again.
Pay her respect. She's telling
This is for
Rachel.
Rachel, you big fat white man, smelling fat bitch. Why you
Period.
Yes. This is a message for Rachel. All right, guys. So this week's Uniquely Speaking is really just about checking your inner circle. No squares in your circle, mama. I was just sitting back the other day and just thinking about how much influence my friends have over me. And not so much like peer pressure, but how they determine how hard I'm working sometimes, how far I'm pushing myself, what's in my mindset, like what are my new goals, like, and how important it is to have a circle that understands you,
Yeah.
but also understands themselves. Because I believe when you are aligned with people who fully understand themselves and fully have their own goals, it makes you reevaluate what you're doing in your life. And they say, like, damn, I need to step it up. Or vice versa, it makes you be like, damn, I'm content. And as we continue try to figure out this thing called 2020 and, like, how we come out of this other side, like, I think that it's important to, like, also check on, like, who you hanging with and how your friends have handled this as well. Because that's really going to influence you. Like, this week and a half, like, okay, or it was like birthday celebration. I'm not saying nothing negative, but like my friends were drinking all week. So what I do? I drank all week. Like I had a cup. We living it up.
Yeah.
Only because I was in that circle. Only because it was the celebratory mood. Like not so much like a peer pressure, but like if I'm at a party and it's like, oh, take a shot, Eric. No, I don't really want a shot. Eric, come on, take a shot. We at a party. You're gonna take the shot. Same like with your career aspirations and stuff. Like you see your friends starting a business. Like Eric, start a business. Eric, I don't know if I'll start a business. Start a business, Eric. Okay, I'll start a business. You know, because I see you doing it.
Right.
And I think that it's important that we look at how our friends are moving because in reality, it's also how we're going to start to move.
Yeah.
How we're going to start to think. They help view our music taste. Like, if I sing you something, like, I'm listening to this. You send me stuff all the time. Listen to this, Kelvin. I'm going to listen to that. I'm eventually like the song. So that's just like with life. Like, if I keep doing stuff and you see me doing it, I sing you something, eventually you're going to apply. Or you're going to adjust. Or you're going to do something else to make yourself better or worse, depending on what exactly it is.
Right.
So I think it's important to know who your circle is. Someone told me once, like, your closest 5 friends determine who you are as a person and your trajectory as a person. So the 5 people you hold close to yourself, and they're not being as ambitious as you, they're not setting goals like you, if they're not trying to move forward like you, then you may need to change your top 5, like on MySpace. You may need to switch that shit up.
Throwback.
And it's also, I'm not saying everybody has to be having an entrepreneurial spirit, be Simone. I'm not saying that everybody has to be trying to be their own businessman or nothing like that. But I'm saying, like, if your friends aren't steady, like, this is where I want and I'm moving forward in my career, or I'm trying to move forward in my career, then maybe that's not what you need to be. If they're not, like, spiritually, like, I'm trying to move forward in my spirituality, not just like me and God or Jesus, that spiritual way, but like being aligned with themselves and making sure they're holistically together, then maybe you need to check your best friends. But I'm also not saying like you have to give up the friends at the party mode, because those some friends you want to live. You want to live in a party, live it up. But after the party is over and after that bill comes, you have to go back to your room and like to your apartment. Like, what exactly have you accomplished that day? Because I love a good turn up. Please, by all means, let's have fun. But like after this, like what are we doing? Like what are we celebrating? Because sometimes we just celebrate to celebrate, but what are we celebrating? Can the next time we come together, can we celebrate a promotion? Can we celebrate you start your own business? Can we celebrate you hit one of the goals that you've been trying to achieve? So when you're out here and you're looking at your circle, see what your circle is doing for you, but also see what you're doing for your circle. Because you don't want to be that friend that's holding everybody down either.
Yeah, that's why.
You don't want to be that friend. If you're that friend, then maybe you need to reevaluate who you are. And also, I expect my circle to check me when I'm that friend. Just the same way I expect my circle to check our friends when they're being that friend.
Yeah.
So if you can't have that that accountability in your circle, then maybe you need to check that too. So uniquely speaking for this week, is just make sure you're checking your circle, yo. Like, who's in your top 5?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I just, we had this conversation before where I feel like I'm a big pusher, but like, as of late, I feel like I've surrounded myself with people that I don't have to push so hard. And it's cool. Like, I mean, I love all my friends and I love them hard down, but it feels good to like be around people that are just wanting to do it and see and manifest things. And I'm just like, this is refreshing. It keeps me on my toes. It's like, okay, you did this, like with Dwayne. He did that Ode to Summer visual. I did the Anti-Independence Day visual. Like, I do, you know, The World According to Eric. You had The 4 and then The Weekender. And then, like, so it's just always good to be with people that can kind of match what you can do. Because I always look at it like a, when Whitney Houston and Natalie Cole were at the AMAs, I think, and Natalie Cole won the award, but it was like Whitney didn't care. I still won them in my time. So I just love that energy where it's just like, yes, bitch. It's always refreshing. That's a word.
Yeah.
It's a word.
Check your circle, bitch.
Period.
One last time for the last time. Hold on, where is this?
This is for Rachel, you big fat white man.
Fuck you, Rachel.
Feeling fat, big
Period.
white
called the health
Woo.
department. I don't know why she took me off the schedule.
I don't know why she took up the schedule. It's a dirty ass. Eric, I was thinking.
Are you pregnant?
Oh no, I'm not. I
Okay.
look it low. I know. I've gained 20 pounds. Have I talked about this on the air?
Yes.
I've gained 20 pounds. So I have to lose it.
I think
I
you
went
look
running
fine.
every day this week,
That's good.
and I'll try to work out too.
That's good.
But I seen some fine men. I need to start dating again.
Yeah. Dating is fun. Dating is fun sometimes.
It's not.
Sometimes.
But have you thought about Damn, I lost my train of thought because I got distracted by men. That's some whole shit.
That's the problem. Yep. And this is why I don't need to date right now.
Yeah,
Distractions.
Maybe that's why. That is end of summer. We've had a full summer
No, we haven't.
inside.
Oh,
It's
yes,
July.
July. Well, no, summer started 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but like we've had a full year inside. Do you ever see us getting back outside into normal?
Mm-hmm.
When?
We have to. People are not meant to live the way we're living.
No.
Eventually, people will revolt. So it's either the government can be in charge of it, or they can be sacrificed.
Yeah, because I'm still tentatively going to Nashville in a month. So I got a month to get my life together. But I'm going to Nashville in a month, and I'm like, I know they've been open.
And we're going in DC in December.
Yeah,
I'm still going.
if it's still a thing.
I feel like it's gonna be a thing.
Because, homecomings are being canceled and snatched away. I'm really sad about that.
Mm-hmm.
Howard's homecoming was canceled, so I know Kentucky State University's homecoming is going to be canceled. But it's like, damn, like, the things that I take pride in, especially like going into the fall, I'm afraid, are we ever going to go back to, well, normal's not, what exactly is normal?
Right.
Are we ever going to go back to a lifestyle that we're used to?
I think it's going to have a few minor adjustments. Like, we're going to have to be a little more conscious with cleanliness.
Mm-hmm.
More places will probably have, like, soap dispensers and hand sanitizer dispensers, and more precautions will be taken. And I think it'll cause everybody to up their game, whether it's businesses, corporations, restaurants. Like, okay, we have to be health positive. And I think that that's great. But I also think that we need to get back the casualness of some of what we were doing. Like, we should all be able to sit and exist in a movie theater, even though you probably won't see me or Kelvin in one. We need to be able to be in amusement parks as a collective. We need to be able to just do the things that make us a human race. So I don't know what the timeline is looking like, but I wholeheartedly believe that we will be back to that space one day. It'll just be new and improved.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping we get there, but just like the precautions, like after 9/11, like how things changed with security options and how we had to go through security, or like how the new like iPhone checks and what we can bring in to government places and things like that change. I just hope that we don't lose human contact, because that's what I was talking about the other day. Like, when's the last time you seen someone smile at you? Like when you walk past.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean,
like that the simple human interaction I miss those things. I hope that people don't lose their kindness because we're trying to be safe, because that's more important.
Yeah,
kindness. Like, it's important to be healthy, but like what's that does mentally? You ain't seen a smile in a long time.
I have, but
well, we know why they're smiling.
No,
But,
not
that's
like
a
that.
whole other thing.
Dear God, but no, I get what you're saying. It's just it's a weird time. It's a weird time to be alive.
It is, and I just want everybody to be safe and don't let this drive you crazy, because this shit can get crazy. I haven't been to the barber in like since February, but I shaved my own head, so I guess I accomplished something.
I gotta go one more time because I feel like they're about to shut this shit down.
Yeah, one of my students is out here right now, because he asked me like last week, like, were we good? I was like, yeah, restaurants are open. We can go out and stuff. Soon as I sent that message, we're closing all the bars. And it's like, damn. He's like, well, should I still come? It's like, it's up to you. Everything's closed. So he's here. But I don't know what he's doing today. There ain't nothing to do. Like, went to the beach. The beach was allegedly closed, but he went to the beach. The beach was open. It's like, it's just sad.
Yeah, that sucks.
And we supposed to be at work already, but we ain't been at work. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Gold.
I know, right? Child, I ain't telling him I'm leaving yet.
I hate it here. Where's this? We'll talk about it off.
Well, Eric, what have you learned today?
What have I learned? Let me go to my handy dandy notes. I learned that if a 6-year-old has a t-shirt that says Black Lives Matter, it's because there's an issue in the world where black lives are being undervalued.
And shout out to that 6-year-old and
Yes.
that 6-year-old's parents, because that 6-year-old's parents know what's going on.
Yes, baby Journey. I've also learned that ABC dropped the ball with Sarah Strahan and Keely or Kiki. I fucked that whole name up.
I did not know that Keely from 3LW had a show on.
I imagine she needs it. She needs it.
That's amazing.
Definitely needs it. I learned that we need justice for Vanessa.
Yes, justice for Vanessa.
And we need to figure out what's going on with, is it Fort Hood, that base? We need to find out what's going on there and shut some shit down. We learned that Meek Mill has sticky fingers. And that academics is extremely problematic.
It's a troll and we will not stand for it.
And that maybe there's more to this August Alsina Jada Pinkett story, but we're going to have to wait.
Until the Red Table Talk.
Absolutely.
I'm on Jada's side.
I'm on no side, but I'm very invested in August right now. What have you learned?
I have learned that justice for Vanessa, first off.
Absolutely.
And for anybody who has, and it's okay to tell people no.
Mm-hmm.
And guys need to stop handling rejection like that. This is not the cave ages that you can just hit somebody over the head with a gavel and drag them back to the cave.
Mm-hmm.
No means no. Move the fuck around. Come with some better game. Like, clean your shoes. Like, get the fuck away from me. Like, no. Also learn that it is okay to go on a website, steal lyrics, and put them in your songs as long as you give people credit.
Okay.
It's okay to have a ghostwriter.
Fair.
It is also okay if you want to like food that's not good, like mushrooms and Brussels sprouts. And
I love mushrooms.
because I'm not into it. You can have all of that. Also learned that Eric is really basic.
Oh, bitch, go to hell.
That's what I learned today.
Go to fucking hell. Meanwhile, you're the one with the white t-shirt and sweatpants. And I have a jersey dress
like a
and
hood
denim
nigga.
panties.
I look like a hood nigga today. I am the trade.
Yeah, and I'm the round away girl.
Okay? Period. But who are you?
As always, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch me on Instagram at The World According to Eric, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Eric Devante. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you fucking bitch. Go subscribe. Stop being hateful.
Subscribe to that man's YouTube channel.
Thank you.
I'm Kelvin Unique. You can find me at Kelvinology. That's Kelvinology on your Instagram and your Twitter. Also, make sure you're following the Get Right Show.
I'm sorry, what's that show name?
What is the name of this show?
One more time?
Make sure you're following the Get Right Radio Show on your Instagram. And also make sure you download the Good News Radio app so you can play this episode back and a lot of our other episodes. And plus, there's so many other shows on this station that you just want to dive into and listen to. So why not get that app so you can connect with all of us?
Period. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got right.
That's right, y'all. Get right or get to left.
Bitch, you better get right.